Okay, let's talk about trees. We all have this picture in our heads, right? They're the good guys, breathing in our bad air, breathing out the good stuff, that sweet, sweet oxygen. But what if I told you that's only like half the story?
I mean, it's one of the first things you learn in science class, right? Trees give us oxygen. End of story. But is it really that simple? Come on, let's dig in and see what's really going on here.
All right, so first up, let's talk about a tree's day job. This is the part we all know and love. When the sun's shining, trees are basically running their own little oxygen factory, working hard for all of us.
And the name of that process, of course, is photosynthesis. You've heard of it? It's this absolutely brilliant process where a tree just takes sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water and turns it into food for itself, a type of sugar called glucose. Now, the crazy part is the waste product. For the tree, it's just leftovers. But for us, well, for us, it's literally everything. It's oxygen.
You can almost think of it like a super simple recipe. Step 1, soak up as much sunlight as possible. Step 2, take a big gulp of carbon dioxide from the air. And finally, step 3, breathe out all that fresh oxygen. It's so simple, so elegant, and yeah, absolutely vital for pretty much all life on this planet.
So yeah, during the day, that whole lungs of the earth thing, it's totally accurate. Our forests are just pulling in tons of CO2 and pumping out the oxygen that we all need to survive. So far so good, right? The story seems pretty straightforward.
But here's the thing. Every factory has a night shift. And what trees get up to after dark? Well, that's the secret to their double life. And trust me, it is a total game changer.
And this is where things get really interesting. I mean, think about it. The sun goes down. The solar-powered photosynthesis machine has to shut down, right? So what does a tree do all night? Does it just take a nap? Well, not exactly.
Instead, it switches over to a completely different process called respiration. See, to get the energy from all that sugary food it made during the day, the tree has to kind of burn it. And to do that, it needs to breathe in oxygen, and you guessed it, it breathes out carbon dioxide. Wait a second. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? That's exactly what we do.
And boom, there it is. The big reveal. Look at this. On one side, you've got the day shift. CO2 in, oxygen out. But then, look at the other side. The night shift completely flips the script. Oxygen in, CO2 out. For a minute there, it kind of looks like trees are actually working against us at night, doesn't it?
Okay, so this brings up a really, really important question. If trees are giving us oxygen all day, but then taking some back at night, what's the net effect here? Does it all just, cancel out? Let's take a look at the 24-hour balance sheet. And this is where the numbers really tell the story. Just look at that. The amount of oxygen they pump out during the day is massive compared to the tiny little bit they use for themselves at night. It's not even a close contest. Not even close. So when you look at the whole 24-hour cycle, trees produce way, way more oxygen than they ever consume. They are massive net producers. That day shift is just so incredibly productive that it more than makes up for the small amount of oxygen they kind of borrow back for the night shift. Okay, so now that we've cleared that up, you can breathe easy. But of course, nature just loves to keep things interesting, doesn't it? It turns out not every plant plays by these exact same rules. Let's look at a few fascinating exceptions. Take plants in the desert, for example, like cacti. They have this really clever trick up their sleeve called photosynthesis. See, to avoid losing precious water in the scorching daytime heat, they actually do their CO2 absorbing at night. And get this. This means some of them can actually release tiny amounts of oxygen after dark, completely flipping the script we just learned. All right, so we've looked at the day shift, the secret night shift, and even some of the rule breakers out there. So what's the final verdict? What's the bottom line when it comes to trees and the air we breathe? Well, it all comes down to this one simple, powerful fact. Even with their complex 24-hour breathing cycle, trees are, without a doubt, a massive force for good. They are huge net oxygen producers. And that means protecting them, planting more of them, it's still one of the absolute best things we can do for the planet. It really just goes to show you, doesn't it? Even something we think is so familiar, like a tree, can have these amazing hidden complexities. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Now that you know the secret of a tree's double life, what else out there in the natural world is living a secret life, just waiting for us to discover it? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me.